Kanye West's honorary college degree has been taken away by the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. Taking away his art degree might be a bad idea. Never ask a woman her age. A man his salary. The Bible: how the human race managed to exist if Adam and Eve only had 2 sons. How do we stop pollution? Regulations, fines, tell dudes their D's are getting smaller because of it. Human are shrinking because of pollution, warns scientist. This mold that Buford brought over should help us put her back together. Tell me again why you have a life-sized mold of Candace. Oh look, a third. Dog owners. I trust dogs when they don't like someone they can sense evil. Meanwhile dogs. Your is a nothing to be ashamed about. Unless your is being humiliated, then you should be very ashamed, you nasty little f***. That awkward moment when you spawn in the enemy's base. I asked the produce guy if I could try a grape and he said he wouldn't care if I lit the store on fire with him in it. Going to sleep. Yes I am. Now shut the F up. There's an international market for baby f***ins. On today's episode of Forbidden Pizza Toppings. My girlfriend happily telling me she is pregnant. Me feeling sad cause I know how it feels like to grow up without a dad. Applied statistics. For those wondering how did I do it, I boiled 10 liters of water, added 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate, 2 cups of Coke and ½ cup of lemon juice, then stirred well. Waited 3 minutes, put the pan in the solution for 45 minutes, then added a ¼ cup of chlorine bleach to the mixture. Then I brushed it with a firm toothbrush and put it back into the liquid for another 25 minutes. I took it out, rinsed it, and it looked exactly the same, so I threw it away and went out and bought a new one. Girlfriend's head laying on lap. My clenched a fart. My idiot furry son has one job at night: bark at things and make them go away. Easy, right? However, a bear has learned that my furry son can be bought. This is the 3rd time he's been gifted deer bones in exchange for being allowed access to my trash, and he keeps doing it. Damn near cut me off today. 2 things stopped it from happening. 1. My big guts. 2. My small penis. It should be illegal to put sirens and other road sounds in radio ads because they can lead to some potentially dangerous situations. Yeah, it's true. I mean, once there was an advertisement in which there were laughing kids and I thought the kids in my trunk got out. I was hella scared. How long does someone have to be dead for it to stop being grave robbery and start being archaeology? How long? It's not 4 days, that I can tell you. When you're 5 minutes into your Uber ride and you get a text that your Uber just arrived. Wait a second. If your boyfriend lied and his family ain't put you in his Uber, you worried? Would you be mad? I almost had a stroke trying to read this. Chili, did you mean obituary? Honey, I can't find the kids. Maybe we should have eggs. They always show up then. Haha, good idea. Oh man, I can't wait to have eggs. Oh yes, we are going to have so much eggs. Excuse me, this is a Walmart. Put down a towel first. Date a girl who wear glasses. It's like dating 2 girls when she takes them off. Wash off her makeup and then you date 3 girls. Remove her Instagram filter and you get to date 4 girls. Take her meds away and you could have up to 10. Garfield's rum can be used as an alternative fuel if you consider my a vehicle. 40 people just unfollowed me. Are you still mad at me? Yes. I have 70 ways I can make it up for you. I'm listening. First a big hug. And the rest. 69. Just shaved my for this job interview tomorrow. Do McDonald's really require that? A psychic on the street just said, why don't you come in for a reading, sweetie? And without a beat I said, no thanks, I can't read. And I bet her psychic intuition didn't warn her I would say something that stupid. I'm no longer supporting SpaceX and will change my support to NASA. I refuse to support any organization that hires s***s. Military left baffled after 2 into 4 plank of wood acquires over 200 confirmed chills. Paralyzed teen learned to walk, hit by car and paralyzed again. I said stay the F down. I put this old fridge outside with a sign saying free, 3 days and nobody touched it, so I changed the sign to $50. It was stolen that night. Guess what? I know what you got me for Christmas. Oh, do you know? And what's that? A helmet. If only he was right. You will get $5,000. The worst mathematician you know gets the same amount. Me with $15,000. Tell her urinate on a scale of 10. Urinate on a skeleton. I'm proud to announce we have officially stopped all animal testing for our products. But you make dog food. Subject continues to display no preferences between provided samples. South African man arrested for eating at KFC free for a year by saying head office sent him to taste if they are up to standard. Free him. Kim Kardashian West, I'm really shy. I seen you tearfully waving out the train window as my girlfriend runs alongside. 45 minutes later, she's still keeping pace. It's inhuman. Everyone on the train is screaming. I'm begging her to stop but she can't hear me. Her eyes are pure white. Police helicopters circle overhead. This cat's name is Gay. Look him up on Google. Okay, good lord there's pets. When I'm in shops security follows me to make sure I'm safe. I'm glad we are being valued now. Bless Mark, he will accept himself for the children. Such an honorable man. That does not sound good without any context. On God I'm going to the DMV. When you roll for 3 hours straight with back-to-back rounds and she stops you, sighs and says do you think they'll ever find a cure for AIDS? Elton John has announced that he's leaving Twitter, ironically because of Rocket Man. If you are not disabled and you park here you soon will be. To all of my neighbors, I don't mean to be a Grinch, however to those of you who are placing Christmas lights or decorations in your yards, would you please avoid anything that has red or blue flashing lights together. Every time I come around the corner I think it's the police. I have to brake hard, toss my beer out the window, fasten my seatbelt, throw my phone on the floor and turn my radio down all while trying to drive. It's just too much drama even for Christmas. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding. Lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Well, whatever it is, it's heading for the World Center. Hey, you know what? In history you're my queen. In geography you're my world. In biology you're my heart. In chemistry you're my oxygen. In maths you're my solution. In physics you're my gravity. In real life you're my brother. When I lived in my old apartment my vacuum did not work and I had 2 long hair cats. I used to take a hairbrush to the carpet just to make it look somewhat decent. One day I finally said F it and saved up some money and bought a vacuum. When I used the new vacuum and saw how clean the carpet was, it was like having X for the first time. Only thing missing was my uncle. Me when my GF says she feels like Greek tonight. My son's soap causes pretty bad irritation. What's the better brand you guys know of? I'm sure zealous charges in the military would decrease if women didn't serve. I'm sure zealous charges in the military would decrease if men didn't zully women. A drunk turfy lady just angrily asked me which toilet I was planning on using tonight. Your son, I answered. You wouldn't survive in a COD lobby. You wouldn't survive in a real war. WNBA fans excited to see Brittany Griner play after being released from the ARG. Me showing the new person at work how to do things I don't even know how to do myself. Stop that. They're working so hard to animate us, even though there's so little to animate. My tongue, I swear there's food stuck in there. My fingers, you're lying. Do think that heaven is segregated? I don't think they should be worried about heaven. In Germany, escaping prison is not punishable by law. The desire to escape is considered human nature and inmates will not be punished if they successfully do so. High risk, high reward. Poor non-violent men convicts in the US, seeing Joe Biden free a literal real-world movie villain in exchange for a WNBA millionaire. I wonder what's worse for Grinner, experiencing the unimaginable horrors of Russian prison while simultaneously being a pawn in a game between empires, or living the rest of her life with the knowledge that she's the Millhouse of hostages. I'll slap your spine like a noodle. Tell me your darkest secret and I rate it. I accidentally chilled my sister's dog but haven't told anyone and everyone thinks he ran away. 7 out of 10 congrats. Congrats. My boss arrived at work in a brand new Lamborghini. I said, wow, that's an amazing car. He replied, if you work hard, put all your hours in and strive for excellence, I'll get another on next year. How many calories in uranium? 20 billion calories. So you're telling me uranium could end world hunger? Let's go and feed these poor kids some uranium. I think US tried to do that in Japan. The second you refer to yourself as an alpha male, everyone knows you ain't. Queen alert. I love her, reminds me of an ex who kept a bed cat in a bag in her closet, but my god, the ex was good. Don't text my daughter again. Our daughter, she calls me daddy too. How people saw Elon Musk 10 years ago. How people see Elon Musk now. The difference is that whatever you thought about him, Thanos was good at his job, Musk not so much. You hyperslept for a long time, babe. You kept rambling about paper currencies, global pandemics and something about World War III. Are you alright, babe? Who y'all got? Eren or Goku? Hashtag Attack on Titan final season. Hashtag Dragon Ball Superhero. Goku, I'll smack that taste out that mouth. You deserve for eating white chocolate. You deserve mold on the next candy you eat. Little brother, save me. Hey, mind your own business. Oh. And once I have answered, edit it to make me look bad. Did do something wrong? No, bro, you gotta edit it. Just shaved my for this job interview tomorrow. The job interview in question. Trade offer. I receive minimum wage. You receive minimum work. 5-year-old me wanting to be like Vegeta. Me now. Grandma, I bought you those Japanese books you like, I hope you like them. Me realizes she accidentally bought a Finland plus Italy. Finally Finally. Name a place in Britain simply not worth visiting. Dublin. Don't start your car tomorrow. Do you think Elastigirl can extend her c***lets the size of a D and Mr. Incredible? The real question is, does Mr. Incredible ever climb inside Elastigirl for that in the womb comfort and safety? Don't take the first letter of each North American country, I'm warning you. Love is love. Between older men and young adult women as well. Who cares if he turns into a monster sometimes? All that matters is how handsome he is normally. So anything goes as long as they have got good looks, huh? People always rub the woman's belly and congratulate her, but nobody rubs the man's and congratulates him. First time watchers of the MCU in 2068 after sitting through 87 movies and 66 TV shows in order to understand Avengers Morbius of Madness. I swipe right and arrange a dinner date. I tell them I believe in gender equality. When the bill comes I pay half. I wipe the custard dessert off my face as they storm out. No wonder the Bible is so popular in Alabama. Pretty strong comment from the Brit considering the royal family's tree is pretty straight. When I say chill all men I really mean all. Even Floyd. This is the first time anyone has been aware of a WNBA trade. I'm just going to jump in the hypothetical argument simulator. You have all known about Pizza Hut, now get ready for Pizza Hut. You compare yourself to everyone else and come up short. He is truly most beautiful human being ever, wow. You can literally drive to your local gas station and find at least 3 people that look like this. First date versus third date. We have all baited in a Walmart before. I haven't, but thanks for the idea, I'll try it out next time. This town is full of racists, says the biggest racist in our group. Hey, I hate everyone equally, my kin included. Kanye West is being anti-Semitic. Panic. Realize he's going broke and cannot influence politics. Calm. He was just kicked out by his art school. Panic. Man with Alzheimer's forgets he had Alzheimer's, remembers everything. Alzheimer's. Before and after Burger King. You put them in the wrong order. I'm going to rearrange your cellular state to that of a reffing cabbage, you insect. Wife, where are all the coffee filters? Me. If Germany is the fatherland and Russia is the motherland, then World War II was just a brutal divorce. Mind blowing. Who's the child land? I guess Poland, France and Britain. And the US would be child services. And Japan would be some weird uncle who picks a fight with them. Italy would be the head aunt who thinks she's helping. And the Swiss would be the neighbors who pretend they don't hear anything every night. The feeling when you are not a native English speaker. At corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Come at me bro versus me bro. A key is technically a baby shower. Sozy. Strong and independent women when I sprint at them while they're walking alone at night. Soldiers robbed of guns at knife point. Kanye's honorary degree has been revoked by the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. Kicked out of art school, man's really following in his idol's footsteps. Grab both buns and eat it like a man. You're not like other girls. Pondering. I guess you're right, out of 300 billion people they'll only find my DNA on that knife in Central Park. Chapo waiting for an American athlete to F up in Mexico so he can be traded too. Guys, I failed my driving test, I feel like crying. Or don't worry dude, I failed 3 times before I passed. The way I see it, the more times you do it the more you learn. I hope you didn't get discouraged to it again and passed. Inbox me if you want any driving tips or anything. My mouth. My D. My ribs. Walks up on stage, dedicates award to Bill Clinton, refuses to elaborate, gets arrested. Moth. God, I wish that were me. It's Miss Atto's birthday today. What do you get her? An unaccompanied minor. Me. They forced me to watch the WNBA the entire time. It was torture beyond comprehension. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Brittany Griner detailing the cruel treatment while imprisoned in Russia. Why is it okay for Meghan to mock our culture in this way? Or does feminism only work one way? Hashtag Harry and Meghan Netflix. She's not. She's describing how she didn't know how to curtsy, so did it completely wrong the first time. She's being self-deprecating. Twisting something out of context is a desperate tactic. It sure isn't journalism. Why do Americans go to foreign countries and try to make some kind of controversial political statement? Ask yourself the same thing. You're a vet, so you should know. I never understood the appeal of feet. Thick thighs save lives. That's thick to you. What the F? Do you have to hold your when you see 2 gas station hot dogs stuck together on the roller? Christ. I love when strange men online try to tell me I shouldn't have opinions because I have done. Sir, I'm able to be a rum dumpster and have opinions just like your mother. His chin went to the shops for milk then never came back. KSI, I made another drawing of you. Thoughts? You have got a hidden talent. Keep it hidden. He looks like if John Wick accidentally ran the dog over. How I see myself. How the rest of the world sees me. What's with this sassy lost child? You have heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for morning where the elf once stood. You feed plant-based meat to unsuspecting meat eaters and it's an experiment. I feed real meat to unsuspecting vegans and I'm a monster. Doesn't seem fair. 1. Blue kicks the ball to his chest. 2. The two players move close to hold the ball between their chests. 3. All other teammates gather around and stay as close as possible to defend the ball. 4. They slowly walk towards the goal and easily score. Save money. Eat grass. Disney. What's the difference between Disney and Hub? Disney wants you to not like the stepmother. Doesn't support child. Sir Kanye West has invaded Poland. Blurst shoe. Kanye's newest shoes. Dudes would literally F anything. My students, it does not matter how big or small hurt, because any size makes the rise. In Europe, scientists create crazy contraptions to force small particles to hit each other at high velocity in an attempt to discover smaller, newer particles when they could have just flown over to America and dropped this guy's pants. Or something I don't know, I never watched anime. If that's a sniper, then what the F is this? Fun fact, astronauts are only allowed to use the Linux or Apple operating systems. Why? Because it's dangerous to open Windows in space. When Sweden plays against Denmark, the scoreboard will display Sweden. The unused letters remaining are Denmark. What about Nigeria and Germany? Kids, mom, what's for dinner? Me, filet mignon. No. It's more fun to eat them alive and force them to watch. Okay. Understandable. My daughter crying because she cheated on her boyfriend and I told him. Counterpoint, fill the glove with peanut butter or something similar. Counterpoint, stinky. I'll fill you with peanut butter if you're not careful. Son, dad, I'm gay. Dad, inhales. Mom, Conrad, don't you effing dare. Dad, hi gay, I'm dad. Dad. If it weren't for Hiroshima, we wouldn't have Dragon Ball. A small price to pay. European school kids imagining saving the class from attacking ninjas. American school kids waiting for the next school just got accepted into college. God is good. I just saw a bunch of homeless men giving each other the COVID vaccine. Humanity is wonderful. Misogyny check. Let your phone complete the sentence. Women are not allowed in this house.
Spare change, ma'am.